Anybody who has ever davened with Adam will have heard him do the lead up to the Shema. And here is this line which is 2,500 years old. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Listen, you people Israel, literally everything is one. We're connected to every other human being, every rock, every stone, every tree. It's Adam who sees that there in the tradition and makes it central in a whole new way.
Shema Yisrael.
Adam just meets people where they're at. He sees how disconnected we've become to our bodies, to the land, to one another. And he's like, cool, I'm gonna fill this need. And it's not complicated. It's actually really simple. What people need is to sit with their eyes closed. They need to sing. They need to put their hands in the soil. It's not revolutionary ideas, but it is meeting specific needs with really transformative practices.
So before there was Urban Adamah, there was Adamah, a 3-month fellowship for Jewish 20-somethings to learn about farming, ecology, leadership. And Adam took everything that he had learned, and in particular, he said, Adamah's in the country. What if we put it down in a place where there are many people of different backgrounds, where there are real issues of food insecurity?
When Adam first shared with me the idea for Urban Adamah, it was just that. It was an idea. And then Adam invited me into this visioning process. Adam invited probably 60 people and brought us all together. It was brilliant in that it culled from us all these really good ideas, but it also meant that a whole bunch of us suddenly had a much deeper investment in what he wanted to accomplish.
A friend of mine sent me an email. There's this fellow I want you to meet. Adam came in with this huge energy. He told me his vision for the future. You're always somewhat skeptical when someone says, I want to put a farm in Berkeley. This appealed to my senses of healing the land. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll cover your rent and you can have the property.
The day that I first arrived at the original Urban Adamah site, and we pulled up to a field of grass and an office trailer. It was exciting to figure out what the possibilities were for this community space in the city. Hey everybody, I'm Farmer Casey.
And I'm Farmer Adam.
Welcome to Camp Urban Adamah. A few weeks ago, this was an empty lot of grass, and already it's being transformed.
It felt like every week Adam had a new idea. You would go to the farm one week, and you'd go back 2 or 3 weeks later, and there would be something new that Adam hadn't even thought about when you were there talking with him the week before. It's almost happening so fast that you're just regularly re-inspired by the newness and by the creativity. And that was just a really, really exciting way to get started.
Halfway through the fellowship, Adam asked me for my advice on some big structural thing happening at Urban Adamah. And I remember just being like, wait, Adam, this man who's become my role model, this guy I look up to, is asking me for advice. He asks us to be our best selves because that's who he sees in us.
The old space was really a magical place. There was definitely a bunch of creativity that went into it. I think I probably went into the crop growing area first, and then I discovered the goats. All sorts of really fun places on the farm.
The second set of plantings and harvest, I kind of strolled over. It felt good, and I liked the energy. The evolution of it, I think, stirred confidence in him about looking for a permanent home.
The original Urban Adamah site was designed as a portable space, which is so beautifully Jewish in such a deep way. But all the garden beds and the cob oven were all built on wooden pallets with the intention of them being on that site for a few years and then moving on.
I think it was critical that Urban Adamah have a permanent home so that we can literally put permanent roots down. to grow our own trees and to be able to build our soil and have a space where someone could have a baby naming and then a bar mitzvah and then a wedding.
How do you cultivate whole human beings who are comfortable in their own skin and in touch with the ways that they can share their own unique gifts and service to a more beautiful world? That's the secret of this place. Yes, a lot of healthy, delicious food is grown here and shared, but at the heart of this place is the cultivation of more whole and more healthy human beings.
I'm totally honored to be part of Adam's vision. He's visioned so many beautiful things that have totally blessed my life. Looking towards the future, I'm definitely imagining life doing some farming and climate and environmental justice activism and earth-based Judaism. All of those things are just the essence of Urban Adamah.
One thing I just love about Judaism is the way it has always reinvented itself to be relevant to whatever the time and place has been. And in that sense, Urban Adamah sits really squarely within the Jewish tradition. It's allowing people to come and experience Judaism in new and authentic ways. And that's something that has really worked well for my daughter in particular. We're members of a synagogue, but I think she connects much more to the experience she has at Urban Adamah. Urban Adamah is a model for a new form of Jewish community that is going to spread and grow.
Adam treats Urban Adamah as an extension of his home. Him seeing the farm as his home really makes others feel at home when they're here. He will pick a flower and give it to a visitor. He'll invite people to get down on their hands and knees and take a bite out of the kale out of the beds. By facilitating a connection to this space, he's trying to empower you to see it as your own. And he wants everyone to be able to see Urban Adamah and ultimately the earth as their home.
My experience in the fellowship really was something I was able to carry into my life. Those learnings that happened, the connections, really did persist. Being able to come back to the farm and be in this broader community of people who rise up in song together, who all have their own connections to Judaism and the land. It's been really special.
I'm so grateful to Adam Berman for having had this crazy idea to create an urban farm and Jewish community center in Berkeley. I hope Urban Adamah continues to inspire more and more people in their connection to land as the source of everything that makes our lives worth living.